I think I was starting on my mother, but I think I was saying that she was only 15 when she got married, and so I was only 9, going on 10 when she died. So I didn't have too many years, but I remember very vividly home, and Gerald and Ray were in high school after she died, and Vi came to live with us for a while, Vi and Lloyd. But before that, we used to go downtown Cooks all the time because Violet was down there. But mostly she cooked and baked, and we had all kinds of animals, and just worked at home like I suppose all the people did in those days. But I can remember going for walks like from our house to Lawrence's, and
that's a long way.
And that was well, about 5 miles at least. It's down by the Cook School, and that when she'd go then, and that was early, she would have to lie down on the ground and put rocks under her stomach because she was having pains and difficulties. And so it was quite a while after that she went in for stomach cancer and whatever she had. But she just kept going, and she was quite docile but well informed and well read, and as I say, there were nine kids, so I was the last one. And so I can remember then when I went downtown then to live with Edna, then after Vi left, that didn't work out well. And and then by that time Ray and Gerald had graduated from high school, so it wasn't that many home, and my dad was gone different times. I did go with him a few times. I remember once Wisconsin, where he was working, stayed in a rooming house or something while he was working on a carpenter job, construction of some kind. But mostly I just remember a mother at home. I can remember her specifically going to church and Cooks and playing the piano. She played the piano for the church. She also, if we went to something at the school or something like that and they need somebody, so she taught me a little bit, but I was sorry I didn't learn more. But so it was years, and remember just walking to the neighbors and walking myself downtown Cooks when I was young. I mean, I would have been 7, 8 years old, and going across cow pastures with bulls and things in them and everything else, and walking by myself and going to visit Vi downtown, and but otherwise I guess I didn't have a lot of time with her, but what I had was good. So
But Grandma Olivia came to Cooks with her daughter. I don't think your dad would have gone to Canada and got her. She must have came for whatever reason.
I don't know, but then she came, and if she was married when she came, or I can only remember, I can't remember her first marriage, only her second. Yeah. Just Levier there.
But that was her second marriage, Levier.
Levier, right. And her
maiden, well, what was her maiden name?
um, I'm saying my mother's name
Was she married to an Archambault, or
yeah, wait, no, it's Archambault.
was that her maiden name?
I have to look back at the genealogy, can't.
Is it in the genealogy?
Oh, yeah, I know I had everything down.
Yeah.
So, don't know, I'd have to look back
You
at
checked
it.
at the courthouse down here?
No. I just want to talk to Lois.
So-
I found my great
No, I just want to find out what Lois knows.
Yeah,
buried up in the.
and I checked down at the courthouse and I found some things,
Yeah.
mostly MacGregor's. But, so that's all I remember seeing them. I don't remember anymore.
Well, I remember that little farmhouse. There was both a piano and an organ in there.
I don't remember an organ. I remember
Well, I remember
the
that.
piano. I remember the record player.
I remember the
record player. That, but I can't remember where the piano was.
And I can remember. It was probably Ray. It was Ray and somebody else. They each had a fiddle or a violin. They were
Ray,
playing
no,
music.
Ray was the one that played the violin,
Yeah.
and Gerald never did. My mother could play it, and I think she taught him what he knew. I don't know whatever.
For his backwoods, there was a lot of music in that little house.
Well, yeah. Well, those days people. That was their entertainment.
Yeah.
I mean, they had to get their own because they didn't have a lot of
But I can remember
CDs.
two of the boys each playing either a fiddle or a violin.
I can't remember anybody else besides Ray and I can remember him playing the violin.
It might have been a visitor or something. Because I was pretty young then too,
Yeah.
I remember the funeral.
I can remember the funeral and sitting. They had it in the house and like for 3 days, and my mother in the bedroom, everything, the bed out and everything, and the casket in there, and people coming and staying all night, and I can remember we had hot dogs. Your mother came and fixed food, and we didn't have hot dogs that often. I guess we just had our own beef, and I thought I was asking if I couldn't have some more hot dogs. I thought that was really something, and they were feeling sorry for me and let me have more hot dogs. But those days there weren't many pictures either. You didn't have pictures to go with things. There's a few of my grandma around, I guess. I've got to get at pictures again and go through them. Most of them are
Do you think you have
in boxes.
pictures of your grandmother?
I must have. I've seen some, but don't. I had an old album for one, but I don't know if it was in there. I can remember seeing one of my grandma and grandpa. Grandpa, I started to say Archambault, but so maybe it was Archambault before. Whatever her name was, it's on in Cook's cemetery on the grave, you know.
It says Archambault.
I think so. Yes,
You
Joseph.
think she was part Indian?
I don't know. I would guess so, but because most of them that came from Canada then were, but
French Canadian.
but yeah. But I can't remember them ever talking about it or, referring or being proud of it, or in those days they weren't.
Oh, no.
They didn't want to admit that they were part Indian. Oh, don't know. that's about it on my grandma. I can't, wasn't much time there, and
You said you were 10 when she died?
yeah, or going on 10, going on 11, the latest, yeah. I figured about 9, but it's all in that genealogy I wrote out.
Yeah.
I got all that right. I was pretty good then about getting it down, but since then Beth has cleaned upstairs and got it so she can come home and move in, and everything has come from upstairs that I had downstairs to my bedroom, and then it got so much I didn't have room for computer and other things, and so things aren't very well organized. No, not enough room.
That's the way it is in our house too. We got stuff from every move we've made.
Yeah.
I got boxes I haven't unpacked from the first
Our
one.
poor kids, when we die, they're gonna have a mess.
I told them they better just get a bulldozer and just come in and
Beth was here last month and went through in 3 big garbage bags she took out of things and threw away, and went through things that should be saved and put up, so things are still upstairs and in drawers, and yeah, at least she knows what's there.
Well, is that pretty much it for the
Yeah,
memories thing
I
here?
think
You
so.
you're in?
I can't, and it bothers me to. The screen is
Just look
blank,
at your-
so.
Oh, I hope it didn't shut off someplace back in there.